It was a bright morning in Enchantia. The castle was filled with laughter as Sofia and her friends prepared for the annual spring festival. Amber was picking out her outfit, James was planning a royal race, and Sofia had volunteered to organize the music show. Everything seemed perfect, until a strange sound echoed through the royal valley. The melody was unlike anything Sofia had ever heard. It wasn't coming from the castle or the musicians, it was coming from the Blue Mountain, far beyond the village. A deep rumbling rhythm, followed by laughter that sounded almost magical. Sofia's animal friends, Clover and Robin, perked up instantly. "That's not normal music," said Clover, twitching his nose. "That's troll music." "Trolls?" Sofia gasped. She'd read stories about them. Creatures who lived in the mountain caves, known for their love of music, fun, and a little mischief. Curious, Sofia decided to visit the royal library to find out more. There she met the librarian, Mrs. Higgins, who told her the legend of the Troll Festival, a celebration held once every 100 years, when the trolls sing and dance to awaken their ancient magic of joy. But there was a warning. If the Trolls' Festival is disturbed, their magic can turn wild, Mrs. Higgins cautioned. Only a true friend of both worlds can restore harmony. Sofia felt a shiver. Could this be connected to the strange melody? That evening, the music grew louder, shaking the castle walls. Even the chandeliers trembled. King Roland ordered everyone to stay inside, but Sofia couldn't ignore the call. Guided by her amulet's faint glow, she set off quietly toward the mountains. Halfway up the misty trail, she saw glowing crystals lighting the path, and a small, cheerful troll playing a golden flute. He looked up, startled, when he saw Sofia. "Who are you?" Sofia asked gently. "I'm Trolley, the youngest troll of the Mountain Clan," he said proudly, "and tonight's our rehearsal for the great Troll Festival." Sofia smiled, intrigued. "That music is amazing, but it's shaking the whole castle." Trolley frowned. "Oh no, really. That's not supposed to happen. Maybe the echo crystals are too strong this time." Before Sofia could ask more, a loud roar echoed through the mountain, deep and angry. Trolley's eyes widened in fear. "That's Gorak, the mountain guardian. He doesn't like outsiders." Suddenly, a shadow loomed behind them. The ground trembled as Gorak's massive stone form appeared. "Who dares disturb the troll rehearsal?" he thundered. Sofia stepped forward bravely. "I mean no harm. I just wanted to learn about your festival." Gorak's glowing eyes softened slightly. But then, a sudden burst of magic from the crystals surrounded them, swirling into a storm of light. Trolley grabbed Sofia's hand. "Run!" They leapt through the glowing tunnels as the mountain rumbled behind them, the music turning chaotic. Sofia didn't know what was happening, but she knew one thing. She was now part of something far bigger than she imagined. The Troll Festival had begun, and it might just change Enchantia forever. Sofia and Trolley tumbled through a tunnel lined with glowing blue stones until they landed in a mossy cave. Soft light shimmered from crystal walls, filling the air with a faint humming sound. "Whoa," Sofia whispered, brushing dust off her dress. "It's beautiful here." "Welcome to the Heart Caves," Trolley said proudly. "This is where our music comes alive." He tapped a glowing crystal, and the sound echoed like a bell, bouncing from wall to wall. "These are echo crystals. They make troll music magical." Sofia listened, amazed. "They sound wonderful, but why did Gorak get so angry?" Trolley frowned. "Because something's off. The crystals are too strong lately. The mountain's been shaking, and even our music's gone wild. If it keeps up, Gorak might cancel the Troll Festival." Just then, Sofia's amulet began to glow faintly. A soft voice spoke, echoing through the cave. It was Princess Ivy, the spirit guide. "Sofia, the troll's joy magic is unbalanced. Restore harmony before the shadow echo awakens." The light faded. Trolley blinked. "Did your necklace just talk?" Sofia smiled. "It gives me messages when magic's in trouble, and it looks like it's warning us." Trolley's face lit up. "Then we need to find the Crystal Keeper. She'll know what to do." They hurried deeper into the mountain, following the pulsing glow of the crystals. Sofia could hear faint laughter and music, trolls rehearsing with stone drums and crystal flutes for the festival. Everything felt alive, yet uneasy. Soon, they entered a grand cavern filled with golden light. Waterfalls of crystal sparkled all around, and an elderly troll with silver hair sat nearby. "Ah, Trolley," she greeted kindly, "and a human princess. How rare." Sofia curtsied. "I'm Sofia of Enchantia. We think something's wrong with the echo crystals." The troll nodded. "I am Granitia, the crystal keeper. You're right, chick. Ald. The crystal's harmony is broken. Too much joy, not enough balance. And deep within the mountain, something stirs." Sofia's eyes widened. "What do you mean?" Granita's tone grew serious. "The shadow echo, a force that feeds on joy and turns it to chaos. If it awakens during the festival, it could trap the troll's magic forever." Trolley's eyes went round. "Then we have to stop it." Granity handed Sofia a glowing crystal shard. "Follow the deep song. It will guide you to the Shadow Cavern. But beware. Light and laughter must walk together, or darkness will win." Sofia gripped the shard tightly. "We'll find it, and set things right." As she and Trolley stepped into a narrow tunnel, the crystals flickered. Far below, a whisper drifted through the dark. "Let the good times troll, forever." Sofia and Trolley followed the glowing shard through a twisting tunnel that grew darker and colder with every step. The gentle hum of music faded into silence. Only the soft crunch of their footsteps echoed around them. "This place feels different," Sofia whispered. Trolley nodded nervously. "Yeah, we're close to the Shadow Cavern. Even the echo crystals won't sing down here." The light from Sofia's amulet brightened, casting ripples of purple across the stone walls. "Don't worry," she said kindly. "We'll fix whatever's wrong. We just have to stay brave." They reached a vast, dim chamber filled with cracked, dull crystals. Unlike the bright ones above, these were gray and lifeless, pulsing faintly like fading embers. In the center stood a black crystal surrounded by mist, the Shadow Echo. Trolley gasped. "It's real! I thought it was just a legend." Sofia stepped closer. The air around the crystal buzzed with strange energy. When she reached out, her amulet glowed fiercely, reacting to the shadow's power. A faint image appeared in the mist, a reflection of herself, smiling wickedly. Sofia stumbled back. "It's me?" Trolley's voice trembled. "That's the Shadow Echo's trick. It mirrors your joy and turns it dark. Don't look at it too long." But the crystal pulsed faster, and suddenly laughter filled the cavern, deep and echoing. "Why fight it, princess?" the shadowy voice taunted. "Isn't fun meant to be forever?" Sofia shook her head. "Fun isn't fun without kindness and balance. You're twisting it." The black crystal cracked open, sending waves of dark energy through the chamber. The ground shook. Crystals shattered. Trolley grabbed Sofia's hand as they ducked behind a boulder. "What do we do?" he cried. Sofia looked at the glowing shard Granity had given her. "We use this. It holds true troll harmony." She pressed the shard against her amulet. The two light ace fused, forming a beam of warm gold. Together, Sofia and Trolley stepped out and faced the Shadow Echo. "You can't turn joy into chaos," Sofia declared, "because real joy comes from friendship, not fear." The beam shot from her amulet, striking the black crystal. The shadow screamed, swirling into a cloud of smoke, but instead of disappearing, it darted upward, escaping through a crack in the ceiling. Trolley's eyes widened. "It's heading toward the festival grounds," Sofia gasped. "If it reaches the troll's music, it'll spread its chaos everywhere." The cave rumbled again, and pieces of stone began falling. Sofia and Trolley raced toward the tunnel. "Come on," she shouted. "We have to warn everyone." As they ran, the broken crystals flickered faintly, their light trying to return. The Shadow Echo's voice echoed behind them, fading but ominous. "You can't stop the good times. They'll troll forever." Outside the cavern, Sofia looked toward the mountain peak glowing in the distance. The troll festival had already begun, music and laughter filling the air. But now, something dark was heading straight for it. And Sofia knew they were running out of time. Sofia and Trolley raced through the tunnels, hearts pounding. The music of the troll festival echoed faintly from above. Drums, laughter, and the rhythm of crystal flutes. It should have sounded joyful, but now every note made Sofia more anxious. The shadow echo was heading straight for them. When they emerged into the open cavern where the celebration was underway, the sight was breathtaking. Hundreds of trolls danced beneath glowing crystal lanterns that floated like stars. The air shimmered with sparkling dust as joyful melodies filled the mountain. Trolley smiled proudly. "The Great Troll Festival! Isn't it amazing?" Sofia nodded. "It's beautiful. But if the shadow echo reaches this place—" Before she could finish, a chill swept through the air. The music wavered. The floating crystals dimmed. From high above, a swirling dark mist began to form, drifting down toward the dancers. The trolls stopped mid-step, their laughter fading. "What's happening?" someone shouted. Trolley grabbed Sofia's hand. "It's here!" The shadow echo spread across the cavern like smoke, wrapping around the glowing crystals. Where it touched, the lights turned black, and the music grew distorted. Cheerful songs twisting into eerie, echoing tones. Trolls began arguing, tripping and stumbling as the joy magic turned chaotic. "We have to stop it," Sofia said urgently. But before she could move, Gorak, the mountain guardian, rose from the ground. His stone body cracked and glowed red with anger. "Who has brought darkness into our sacred festival?" he boomed. Sofia ran forward, shouting over the noise. "Gorak, listen! It's the shadow echo! It's feeding on the troll's joy!" The guardian's glowing eyes focused on her. "You again, human princess. You bring light, and now shadow follows." "No," Sofia protested. "I came to help." Trolley stepped up beside her. "She's telling the truth. The shadow echo escaped the caverns. It's trying to turn our happiness into chaos." Gorak's expression softened for a moment, but the tremors around them grew stronger. The shadow echo's laughter echoed through the mountain. "Dance forever, little trolls. Let your joy destroy itself." Sofia's amulet began to glow again, brighter than ever. "Gorak, we need your help. The troll's magic is powerful, but it needs balance, music and kindness together. If we combine them, we can fight it." The guardian hesitated, then with a deep rumble he nodded. "Then let harmony guide us." Sofia turned to Trolley. "Gather the musicians. Play the harmony song." Trolley's eyes widened. "The harmony song? But that's just a legend." "Then let's make it real," Sofia said firmly. The trolls quickly formed a circle. Trolley lifted his flute, his hands trembling. Sofia stood in the center, holding her glowing amulet high. The music began softly, a single, pure note. Then others joined in, forming a melody that pulsed with light and warmth. As the song grew, the shadow echo screamed. Its dark mist thrashed and flickered. The glowing crystals brightened again, fighting the darkness. But the shadow wasn't done yet. It shot forward, striking the center of the dance floor with a burst of black energy that shattered the lanterns. Sofia fell to her knees, clutching her amulet. The shadow echo loomed over her, whispering coldly, "You can't stop joy, princess. You can only lose it." Sofia looked up, her eyes determined. "Then I'll fight for it, because true joy never fades." Her amulet blazed like the sun, and the entire cavern trembled as light and shadow collided. The explosion of light and shadow shook the entire mountain. Trolls shielded their eyes as waves of golden and black energy collided above the dance floor. The music stopped, and for a moment there was only silence. Then a low, mocking laugh echoed through the cavern. The shadow echo swirled like a storm cloud. "You think friendship can stop me? Joy is fragile. One spark of doubt, and it all fades away." Sofia rose slowly, her amulet still glowing. "No, it doesn't fade. It grows stronger when we share it." Beside her, Trolley gripped his flute tightly. "Sofia's right. Troll's joy isn't just laughter. It's family, trust, and fun." He began to play again, his flute trembling but sure. The soft, steady tune spread through the cavern, calming the panicked trolls. One by one, they picked up their instruments, drums, harps, and crystal chimes, adding their voices to the melody. The shadow echo shrieked, "Stop! You'll drown me out!" Sofia closed her eyes and lifted her amulet high. "Let your music shine!" she shouted. A beam of golden light shot from her amulet, spiraling upward and joining the troll's music. The crystal lanterns reignited, glowing brighter than ever. Each note carried warmth, laughter, and memories of happy moments, dinners in the castle, races with James, quiet talks with Amber, and kind acts from her mother, Queen Miranda. The shadow. Echo's form began to waver, shrinking under the light. No, no, too much joy, too much heart. Sofia stepped forward. You don't understand. Joy isn't about always being happy. It's about finding light, even when things are dark. The shadow screamed as her words echoed across the cavern, bouncing through every crystal. The troll's music grew louder, forming a brilliant wave of harmony that swept through the air. The black mist twisted violently, then shattered into thousands of tiny sparkles that faded into the mountain woo. Silence followed. Then slowly the crystals began to hum again, soft, steady, and pure. Trolley lowered his flute, panting. Did we do it? Sofia smiled, her amulet dimming to its normal glow. Yes, the shadow echo's gone. Cheers erupted from the trolls. They surrounded Sofia and Trolley, lifting them in celebration. Gorak, the massive stone guardian, rumbled with pride. The mountain is at peace once more. You have restored harmony, Princess of Enchantia. Sofia blushed. I couldn't have done it without Trolley and the troll's music. It's your joy that saved everything. Granitia, the crystal keeper, appeared beside them, her eyes shining. You've reminded us that even in laughter there must be kindness, and even in music there must be heart. As the trolls resumed their festival, the mountain glowed brighter than before. Music filled the air again, but now it sounded different, stronger, warmer, alive. Sofia looked up at the glowing crystals. Now that's true harmony. Trolley grinned. You said it, Princess. Let the good times troll, this time the right way. Everyone laughed as the festival continued into the night, the mountain alive with light and song. But high above, a faint sparkle of shadow drifted among the stars, watching, waiting. Because even when joy wins, darkness always lingers in the echoes. The great troll festival continued in full swing. Lanterns shimmered above the cavern, laughter filled the air, and crystal music sparkled like fireworks. The trolls danced with joy, celebrating their victory over the shadow echo. Sofia smiled as she watched Trolley perform on stage with the other musicians. The rhythm was lively, and every note radiated happiness. Even Gorak, the usually serious guardian, nodded along to the beat. Granita approached Sofia, her silver eyes warm. You did well, child. The shadow echo is gone, and the mountain's balance is restored. Sofia returned the smile. Thank you, Granitia, but I'm glad it wasn't just me. Everyone helped. Trolley, Gorak, and all the trolls. Granitia nodded. Indeed, joy shared is joy doubled. But as the music played, Sofia's amulet flickered faintly. She frowned, glancing down. The glow was soft and irregular, not its usual steady shine. That's strange, she murmured. Clover hopped up beside her, munching on a berry tart. What's wrong, Princess? My amulet, Sofia said quietly. It's glowing again. I thought everything was fine. Before Clover could reply, a chill breeze swept through the cavern. The lanterns flickered, and the music wavered slightly. Trolley stopped mid-tune. Did anyone else feel that? The trolls murmured nervously as the lights dimmed for a moment, then returned. Granitia's expression turned serious. Something stirs again, faint, but familiar. Gorak's massive stone hand clenched. The shadow? Sofia shook her head. No, it's weaker. Maybe just a fragment left behind when it shattered. Trolley bit his lip. A piece of the shadow echo still here? Granitia raised her staff. and a soft blue mist swirled from its tip, forming an image, a tiny black spark hidden within the mountain's core, pulsing faintly. "It is only an echo of the echo," she said gravely. "But if left it alone, even a small darkness can grow again." Sofia looked determined. "Then we have to find it, and make sure it's truly gone." The trolls nodded in agreement. Gorak stepped forward. "Then we will hunt the last spark together." That night, when the festival lights dimmed and most trolls had gone to rest, Sofia, Trolley, and Granitia descended once more into the deep tunnels. The glowing shard Sofia carried earlier flickered softly, pointing the way. The air grew colder as they walked. Faint whispers echoed through the rocks, not words, just feelings, doubt, fear, and loneliness. Sofia's heart tightened. "It's feeding on sadness now," she said quietly. "Not joy." Granitia nodded. "Darkness changes form, but it always seeks imbalance." Finally they reached a small cavern where the shadows pulsed like a heartbeat. The spark of darkness hovered above a cracked crystal, trembling. Trolley stepped closer. "It's so small. Even small darkness can do great harm," Granita warned. Sofia raised her amulet. "Then let's give it light." The amulet glowed, bathing the cavern in soft purple light. The shadow spark hissed and shrank, fading into nothing. And this time there was no echo. Sofia smiled softly. "Now it's truly over." Trolley let out a relieved sigh. "Guess the good times can finally stay good." They laughed together as the mountain's crystals began to hum once more, calm, steady, and bright. But far above, on the mountain's peak, a faint glimmer lingered in the wind, silent, unseen. Because every joy leaves behind its echo, and every echo has a story yet to tell. The first light of dawn touched the peaks of Blue Mountain, turning the crystals above the Troll Kingdom into glowing rainbows. Sofia stood at the edge of the great cavern, watching as the last traces of the festival faded into peaceful quiet. The air was warm again, filled not with wild magic, but with calm harmony. Trolley joined her, carrying 2 cups of sparkling crystal juice. "You did it, Princess," he said with a grin. "No more shadows, just songs, laughter, and good times." Sofia smiled. "We did it, Trolley. The trolls reminded me that joy isn't just about celebrating. It's about standing together when things get hard." Trolley nodded. "You know, before you came here, I thought humans didn't understand troll fun. But I was wrong. You've got the best kind of joy, the brave kind." Sofia giggled. "And you've got the most musical kind." Behind them, Gorak approached, his heavy steps echoing softly through the cavern. "Princess Sofia," he rumbled, "the mountain owes you a great debt. You've proven that light and laughter can live together in balance." Sofia curtsied politely. "Thank you, Gorak. But the trolls did all the real magic. I just helped you remember your song." The guardian smiled, a deep rumble like distant thunder. "Then let the mountain remember yours as well." He raised his massive hand, and the crystals across the cavern shimmered, glowing in a gentle purple hue, the same color as Sofia's amulet. "From this day forward, your song will echo with ours forever." Sofia's heart swelled with warmth. "That's the most beautiful gift anyone's ever given me." Just then, Granitia appeared, her gem-covered staff glowing softly. "And so it should be," she said kindly. "Harmony has returned, but remember, every joy must be nurtured. Visit often, Princess. The mountain always welcomes those with music in their hearts." "I will," Sofia promised, as the morn. Light grew brighter, the trolls gathered once more, this time not for a grand festival, but for one final song, a song of gratitude. Trolley began to play his flute, joined by soft humming from the others. The melody rose like the dawn itself, gentle, hopeful, full of peace. Sofia closed her eyes and joined in, her voice clear and bright. The mountain seemed to listen. The crystals around them glowed, echoing the tune across every tunnel and ridge. When the last note faded, even the wind was still. Then softly, the entire cavern answered back with an echo, not dark or chaotic, but warm and perfect. Granita smiled. The mountain sings again. Sofia looked around one last time, feeling joy fill her heart. Then my work here is done." Trolley grinned. "Don't forget us when you're back in Enchantia." "Never," Sofia said, hugging him. "I'll carry your music wherever I go." As she made her way back toward the sunlight, the trolls waved and cheered. Her amulet glowed softly, reflecting the harmony she had helped restore. Outside, the breeze carried faint notes of troll laughter and music across the valley. Sofia looked back at the sparkling mountain and whispered, "Let the good times troll, forever." And with that, she returned home to Enchantia, her heart light, her song eternal, and her friendship with the trolls shining brighter than ever.